All right. Hey, Mike Chrysler here with Hero Dad Bod. Today we're going to be making reverse seared prime ribeye steak. So today we're going to be teaching you guys how to make a reverse seared ribeye with spicy Brussels sprouts. Macros on this are about, per serving, about 50 to 60 grams of protein, 30 to 40 grams of fat. Very traceable, minimal carbohydrates in the vegetables, you know, maybe 5 grams or so. So super lean way to go. First we have a little over a pound of 1.5-inch thick cut prime boneless ribeye steak. Beautiful right there. Brussels sprouts, add in some jalapeno into the Brussels sprouts, some rosemary. I am in love with rosemary. Fresh garlic, and one of my favorite parts of this ingredient is this nice Kerrygold Irish butter. Easiest way to get this garlic out of here, take this bad boy here, smash it down. So it falls right out. The garlic is really gonna bring the flavors in. We're gonna baste this bad boy in garlic, and we're actually gonna cook our Brussels sprouts in some garlic as well. So I wanna almost kind of double up on the garlic a little bit. A little bit of work, but again, do it with love, have fun. These are experiences. These are things to definitely not take for granted. Being able to cook this good, great food and have freedom to do it and enjoy it, and it's healthy. And it gets you on the right track. It makes food an experience, not just a gluttonous thing to do. This stuff is fantastic. It brings flavors out that are dynamite to me. And you mix that with garlic, and then you add butter into that world. Talk about a orgy of fun. We'll cut that one out. That's probably not the right word. Talk about a menage a trois when mixing butter and garlic and rosemary. That is, you know, that's pretty awesome. You want your steak out, you want it to kind of get to room, you know, as close to room temperature as you're comfortable. So the butcher over at Whole Foods was such a cool dude. Nate, if you're watching, thank you for doing this for me fresh today. Are you kidding me? Look at that, guys. Look at the marbling. This thing is prime. It is 1.5 inches thick, which is gonna take a little more time to cook, but it's gonna be great. So I'm going to leave it in the paper. I love using this Maldon sea salt. This stuff is the bomb, and it's kind of fun to do because you just kind of do a little snowflake. Have some fun. Get this thing nice and salty. We want this salt to really work in there. Get it down in there. Flip it bad boy over. Get some more. Get it everywhere. I like to get the side, the edges. Salt is great. The better the sea salt, the better for you. So good for your body, good for your system. Next seasoning I'm gonna put on this guy, especially that fat rim. I got a little Montreal's seasoning salt. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on there. Not a whole bunch, but it's got some of the good garlics and peppers in there I kind of like. It's a good premix one, kind of a good easy go-to. Don't be afraid to get your hands on this thing. It's not gonna hurt you. Make sure you're keeping your hands clean. We're gonna let that sit for 15-20 minutes, kind of let it those seasonings kind of soak into the meat, but we can bring out the flavors, let that salt kind of really bury itself in there. I'm gonna get started with the Brussels sprouts next and get the veggies going. Fold that back up, set that off to the side, slice up a few things here. We're gonna get into this jalapeno pepper. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this rosemary in there, just kind of get these flakes in there. You will not go wrong. If they're ingredients that you love, when you mix them, they bring out new tastes, new flavors that you've never tried. To me, that is just one of the most beautiful things you can do. These are hippie organic Brussels sprouts. These are already washed, so I'm gonna take this part of the ingredient. We're gonna get it in the bowl here. Those jalapenos working. I'm gonna throw in some of this garlic. Now, on this, I wanna add some oil. I'm gonna go with a bit of a flavored roasted garlic olive oil. They're gonna be roasted out so good. We're gonna long roast these too in the oven. Add some sea salt. My oven is at 275 right now, and it's gonna be at 275 for the steak. I am going to cook them on the stovetop first, just to kind of get them quick started. I'm gonna add just a little more oil to that. The Brussels sprouts are going, they're getting nice and browned up. Got about ready to stick them in the oven. They're gonna go in at 275. We're gonna long bake them, get them nice and crispy and nice and tender. At the same time, we're gonna throw the steak in for about 30 minutes or so. So we're really looking for a medium. That's what I like, medium rare. And this is gonna do it. And here we go, it's going in. The steak is gonna go in with the Brussels sprouts, and I just have one of these racks, which is nice, gonna keep it off the pan. Don't need anything else besides that. All right, I'm about 40 minutes into this at 275 degrees, and I'm gonna take my steak out because it's about where I want it to be. You know, I don't use a meat thermometer. If you have one, that'd be great. You want to see it at about 120 degrees, but I don't have one, and I've done this several times and not needed one. Your steak should look like this. You can push on it. It's pretty rare, but it should look gray, not real pretty, but it's gonna look beautiful once we get it seared up. Next thing you want is hopefully you have a nice iron skillet, cast iron skillet. I'm gonna heat this up on high. We want this thing sizzling hot. I'm gonna add a little oil to it, and then butter. This thing's gonna be crackling too, guys. I've got my door open, I've got fans going, maybe turn off your smoke alarm. We want this thing searing hot. Boom, right there. Get my butter going again. Again, I love this Kerrygold Irish butter. It's just legit. You can use any kind of butter you got. This stuff is legit for me though, so boom. Nice and generous with that butter too. I'm gonna throw just a little bit of garlic in there just to get it started. We're gonna baste this with this garlic later though. Now the sear on these bad boys is about 45 seconds to a minute on each side, including the edges. So we wanna really get a nice good crisp, but we don't wanna burn it. So here we go. It's gonna sizzle. Oh yeah. That is exactly what you want right there. Get it nice and good, about 45 seconds, like I said, to a minute. All right, here we go, flipping her over. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. That is just, I couldn't have asked for a better sear. All right, I'm gonna get the edges here. I wanna get them all, get everything nice and seared. Sear all those flavors in. Prime ribeye steak. Cut fresh today for me, for this show, for you guys. So, I'd like to thank Nate over at Whole Foods. He was sweet enough to do this just for you guys. So, that's pretty cool. They were pretty excited about the Hero Dad Bod movement and helping us out, so I'm very grateful for that. Now I'm gonna add my rosemary and the rest of my garlic, and then we're gonna baste this bad boy. I add a little more butter. Don't be afraid of it. Not gonna make you fat, promise. Been eating a lot of it, especially since I started this really healthy lifestyle. So you take this butter and this oil and you just start basting this bad boy. It's cooking it. It's another way to add a little cook to this thing. Low carb lifestyle is definitely the way to go. All right, turn that off. We are ready to get this on the chopping block. Get all that garlic on there too, guys. All right, so we just got this out of the oven, got it dressed up a little bit, and I'm just gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes. You don't have to let these rest for too long. Look at that, that's perfect. Just how I like it. I like my steaks medium. We nailed it. Beautiful. Look at that marbling, oh my goodness. All right, Brussels sprouts should be ready. Oh, those are looking good. Look at them go. What you got. Don't waste any of this juice. I don't want to lose this juice. This was hard earned and well fought, so here we go. Oh yeah, nice. A little messy, but worth it. Add all that extra juice. Now, my favorite part of this whole show. I've been dreaming about this for a while. It's been a minute since I've made this. I'm just gonna dive right into this piece here. Oh yeah, that's good. Here we go. Such a great cut of meat. Done exactly how I like it. Perfect. Try out one of my Brussels sprouts here. Oh my gosh, those are so good. That is the best Brussels sprout I've ever had. Adding jalapenos, you guys. Whoa, it's got a spicy kick. It is fantastic. What a combination. If there's any other recipes you guys want to see or any ideas you have for me to get these out there that, you know, are good, healthy, lean, take care of yourself meals, having fun, let me know in the comments below. Love doing this, love giving ideas, love helping, love this community. Thank you guys so much for everything. Be healthy, be happy, be fit.